Angel Heart Radio programs should not be used to replace your legal or medical advice. Welcome everyone to Angel Heart Radio. You are our focus. We want you to know that you matter in the world and that you're important to the world. We're here to remind you of just how valuable and needed you are right now. Help us to help others. If you like what you hear, tell your friends, post, tweet, pin, let everyone know how amazing Angel Heart Radio is. So again, welcome to Angel Heart Radio. Powered by love, Angel Heart Radio is sponsored by AngelLight777.com.
Hi everyone, it's Marcia Martin, the Heart Healer. And today we get to talk about love, but not the romantic love or the physical love that we may believe that we've all experienced. This is unconditional love. This is the love from Source that you can build your life on. So let's take a look at what's the difference between the romantic love that you may have experienced that may have led to heartbreak or may still be leading you in the direction of joy and sharing, and unconditional love that never changes, that is the same as it was yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This is the love that is never ceasing, that will never leave you in a position where you're wondering, do I matter? Or where you may even be in a state of, gee, love really hurts. When we're talking about unconditional love, it is the kind of love that you can always count on. So let's go take a look at what our guides have to say about unconditional love and why it is absolutely the best platform for your life. It's not that we want to live our lives in a state of powerlessness. It is that we want to live our lives in the place where there is the most power. We need to remember we are partners with God. We are both the created. God is our creator, and we are the creator, because once we agree to come here into this physical existence, we also have agreed to a mission, which is to further the work of unconditional love, to further the beingness of Source, of the divine. And that can only be accomplished when we have a rock-solid foundation for our own lives and a very powerful and abiding relationship with the Creator. So let's dive in. Dear ones, when we discuss with you the attributes you must cultivate for the most rewarding life experience, we do so from our higher vantage point, so you can avoid the common missteps that most of you experience. As seekers, you're looking for the optimal reward, a life of both purpose and bliss, but also a life with a strong foundation that will support your desire to search for the highest good. So right there we know, if you are constantly in a state of, I wish, I hope so, maybe, it's really difficult to be seeking for the highest good. Allow yourself that platform that gives you a foundation, that rock-solid support. Unconditional love is the only foundation powerful enough to give you the support you need to be successful. Jesus, when he walked among you, advised you to build your foundation on solid ground, because the shifting sounds of formless and untrained thought would never be able to support your growth. We process billions of thoughts in a day. Some of them make no sense. Some of them are completely irrational. Only a few actually have the power to move us in the direction that we want to go. This is why we must start from a starting place that gives us the greatest advantage moving forward. The purpose of every lifetime is growth. You choose partners, family, friends, and acquaintances with this purpose in mind. You choose a gift or a skill in which you will excel for the purpose of growth as well. So none of us have come here with nothing that you no way in which you can excel. But then you head out into the adventure of life and you immediately experience challenge, heartache, and failure. And that's where we want to say, oh, I'm just no good. I'm not good at anything. But that is not truth. That's a story that you're telling yourself because right now you're experiencing a dark period. I want you to move on, because when you spend time deliberately and conscientiously building a solid foundation of unconditional love, the rains can come and beat down upon you. The winds can blow and buffet you, and the sun can bake you without relent. But you will neither crumble or die. Doesn't matter what it is that you're going to face. It doesn't matter what challenges you've built into your life experience. With that powerful foundation of unconditional love, you will rise above what appears to be until you reach the state of what is desired. And from this uplifted position, you will shine forth brightly as you share all that you've chosen to bring forth this lifetime. Absolutely, and without a question, you have brought a gift to share. And you alone are the one that can share your particular version of whatever it is. But how do you move from the shifting sands of the untrained mind that jumps back and forth over and between ideas without stopping to the place of stability represented by unconditional love? You can do it, but it's not the easiest thing to do. That's where training comes in. The place of knowledge and certainty rather than the land of wishing and maybes is where you want to be. The only way to do that is with practice. There is but one path and there is but one choice. No one who earnestly seeks to find it will fail, but before that path will open before you, you must practice disciplining your thoughts, filling your mind with positive thought, participating in conversations that focus on all that you have and all that's going well and all that you have to be grateful for. And then you must do the greatest work of all, and that is to let go of the pain of the past. If you are still holding on to something that happened to you, a circumstance, a person who may have done you wrong, or a relationship that went badly, you are doing yourself an enormous disservice. Let it go. Understand that they played a role in your life, or that challenge or circumstance played a role in your life. Learn from it what it has come to tell you, and then release that pain. If you're having trouble doing that, go to my website, marciamartinthehearthealer.com, Marcia spelled M-A-R-C-I-A, marciamartinthehearthealer.com. I have a class, Release Your Pain. It will help you let go of the pain of the past. If you feel that a class where you're just one of many isn't going to work for you, then schedule a complimentary consultation. Marcia Martin, thehearthealer.com. Under the coaching tab, you'll be able to schedule a consultation with me. This means that you'll be able to let go. You'll cease dwelling on what misfortune you happened upon at an earlier date. You've got to, and you will be able to, if you do the work, to cease thinking about it, talking about it, and acting as if you were ever a victim. We've got to take ownership of our lives, or they will own us. When you didn't know better, it was possible for you to be a victim. That is very true. But if you are a student of the spiritual path, if you have opened your heart and begun the awakening journey, let go of being a victim. Instead, recognize your power. Because unless you're willing to detach from all that you've agreed to have happen to you, you will remain its slave. If you choose to be an indentured servant to the past and to the endless recollection of wrongs, know that you will never be free to move forward into the space of unconditional love. Your house will be built of cards, and a house of cards tumbles with the first hint of adversity. If you choose to take ownership of your journey by being disciplined with your thoughts, your word, and your deed, you will be building a house of bricks that cannot be swayed. And don't we all want to be in that place of certainty? And then if you proceed deeper into the spiritual realm and progress past the mind, you'll do the deepest work of all in the realm of the heart. The work of the heart consumes all of your being. It transforms you from the inside out, and it enables you to shine with the light of your authentic self. And I have to tell you, the greatest work that I have ever done personally was the work of the heart. If you are interested, schedule that consultation with me. It's absolutely free. Or go on my website and find out what it is that you can do as a heart creator. There's so much for you to choose from. But it cannot be done once and then forgotten. You cannot go crashing through the gates and tear apart the spiritual body in the name of undoing the past. Instead, you must progress with a love and at a pace that feels safe, and do the work of unraveling. Take what you find, that pain that greets you today, and analyze it. Why is it there? What was it hoping to bring to you? What was it hoping to keep from you? Why does it believe that it's still needed? What purpose is it serving, or was it serving in your life? Pain doesn't just pop up arbitrarily. There is a reason why we are calling that to us. You need to discover the reason why. Once you understand why it's there, or why you allowed the pain to be present, follow the trail to its origin. What caused you to respond to this stimulus with hurt? What made you feel as if you were so vulnerable and fragile that someone or something could hurt you? What was being done to you, for you, or by you when it occurred? How did you agree to have this happen? Find the beginning, the place where you began moving out of love and out of divine alignment and into a painful, fear-based place that would define your life moving forward. Once you have traced the pain back to its root, you must lovingly wash it away. Notice we asked you to show compassion and understanding and acceptance. You know if you are getting direction from the divine, if they include directions like show compassion, be understanding, be accepting. If you are being told by someone, a teacher, someone who's posing as a teacher, or you feel that you're getting guidance from your higher self, and it says things like, return their unpleasantness with more unpleasantness of your own. How dare you let them treat you that way? Be very suspect of that advice. God is loving, compassionate, and kind. If that is not what you are receiving, you really need to look at the source and question why they would choose to approach the matter in that way. You're not to bring a pressure washing hose of shame or judgment when you approach the heart. Wash away the hurt, the fear, and the pain with loving kindness. Gently wipe away the stain of mistakes with compassion, and let go of your attachment to what was endured with a gentle but firm hand. Very important that you go gently, but you don't take any excuses. If part of your being wants to argue with you about why it's necessary to hold on to this pain, you need to keep doing the work. Perhaps you're not ready to let go of it at this time, but recognize that the work is not yet complete. If you're still desiring to hold on to the pain, to rehash it for some reason, to talk about it with your friends, that work is not done. You need to disengage, remove yourself from the shadows in which you've been hiding, and step out into the light and back into alignment with your God self. The only place where you will truly be in the perfect alignment is when you are practicing unconditional love towards yourself and others. Later in the broadcast, we're going to be doing a meditation of unconditional love to make sure that you are completely lined up with the God force. You are and always will be a child of God. No circumstance, thought, or feeling can change that unalterable truth. For the purpose of your education and for the duration of this life journey, you've been granted the freedom to choose. You absolutely can choose to feel unloved, to be unloving, to experience separation so that you may desire to rejoin the divine, and so that your knowledge base of what did not feel good would be expanded. But it will never be, and has never been, possible for you to separate completely. Although you may labor under the belief that you've achieved separation from God, it's not possible, nor is it desirous. So if you encounter someone that says, oh no, God does not exist, that may be the choice that they have chosen to experience right now in this current reality. However, they are no less separated from God than you or I are. They may believe they are less separated, but no one can truly separate. As you experience life in the darkness, you naturally crave the light of love. You begin making more empowered choices, and you encourage others to do the same. The love you accept for yourself expands, becomes magnified, and attracts to itself even more love and strength as it shares itself with all. The most beautiful thing about love Unconditional love, love from the Creator, is that it magnifies and attracts to itself even more love. And then it expands and overflows from you so that those who are around you will also, if they're open, experience the joy of that love. Unconditional love generated by a heart that has been cleared, healed, freed of pain, trauma, hurt, and all limiting beliefs is able to fully align with God. Yes, you've got to do some work. If you experienced pain in the past, if your childhood was fraught with insecurity or trauma, abuse, if your caregivers experienced a lot of trauma in their lifetime, they may be sharing with you limiting beliefs or extremely negative thinking. That needs to be cleared out if you're going to move forward into and become the greatest version of yourself. You're not going to be able to move forward if you hold on to all of this stuff that's no longer serving you. It's just not possible. Once any being, however, has aligned with the divine, unconditional love becomes the permanent foundation upon which that being exists. And it is a beautiful place from which to spring forth. You can do your work, live your life, share who you are with a new sense of confidence and well-being and vitality. It is just so important to have that rock-solid foundation. Unconditional love will become an unshakable fortress of strength for you, and it will bring forth into your life certainty, joy, love, and purpose. So if you are at a crossroads in your life, if you feel that the way you have lived your life up until now is just not serving you, if you feel that, gosh, the physical world has let you down, or you feel overwhelmed, burdened, ashamed, lost, and confused, do the work to clear the heart. Replace all of that negative thinking and those limiting beliefs with a fortress of unconditional love. Now, the most wonderful thing about heart work is it is available to everyone, everywhere. It is not too difficult for anyone. It's not too complicated. It's not something that you have to grow into. That heart space, the energetic heart space, is always open to receiving your presence. All you need to do is spend time in the energetic space of the heart. You have to be open and willing to let go of anything that may have hurt you in the past. As I said before, there are many ways that you can do this. You can do this on your own. You can do this by yourself, or you can invest in one of my classes. Letting go of the past so that you can prosper, or releasing your pain, are two different options for you. They are both incredibly wonderful options, very affordable. You can find them on my website, marciamartinthehearthealer.com. They are available for you to use immediately. And you will get all of the power that when I first taught this class to a live audience, you will be part of that, the power and the help that they received. Nothing is left out just because it's been recorded. However, if you feel you still have a question after you've taken the class, feel free to message me. I am here to help you, to guide you, and to lead you into the place where you feel good about you. So let's look at what unconditional love will do for you. Well, because it does so much, I am now delighted and honored to share with you that we now have a community. Within that community, the Healing Hearts community, you will be able to engage with me on a real-time basis. So if you have a question about healing or if you are in need of healing, we will have weekly healing sessions. And then if you are desirous of manifesting and feeling that your own manifestation practice is rather slow or you need help with that, we will have a twice weekly gratitude circle. And that will help you manifest your dreams and your desires more quickly. And then if you feel that you need even further support and you want to receive counseling, and you feel that group counseling would be best for you because the individual coaching is not affordable for whatever reason, then you can also receive coaching twice a month that will support and uplift you and guide you. This is all within a community, a vibrant, living, loving community of unconditional love that will absolutely provide for you the platform that you desire, the support, and the guidance that you may need. So again, what is unconditional love? What's it doing for you? And then we're going to do a meditation to make sure that you are fully aligned with unconditional love. We want it operating in your life in every area in which you will give permission. As always, I am happy to take callers. There are so many of you on this call today, and that's wonderful. And you do not have to participate as a caller if it's feeling awkward to you. However, if you feel that you want to be the brave one that wants to talk about why you're feeling unloved, 347-202-2032. If you're calling from outside of the USA, add +1. 347-202-2032. So when we're searching for foundational pillars, this is the bedrock, the things that you need in order to guarantee that your life is going to move forward with the greatest joy possible, the greatest expansion, the greatest feeling of purpose. You want to know, you want to build your life upon 3 truths. The first one is unconditional love is God. If it's not loving, it's not from God, and it's not real. It's an illusion and a creation of the ego. So when someone comes to you and says something that feels off, it's your right to question why. Why does this not feel good to me? And you may not want to question the person. That may be all they know. Take your question into the heart space, and there you need to convene with your Creator. Ask God the hard questions. God, this doesn't sound loving. Is it from you? It may not be from God, or perhaps what has happened is that you've misunderstood what they're trying to communicate. But I guarantee you that if it is unloving, and that's truly what the person was trying to share, it is not from God. You also want to build your life upon the pillar of gratitude. Cultivate a sincere appreciation for everything and everyone you encounter. Find the good and focus on it. Be proactive. Don't just throw up your hands and say, oh, well, I guess this terrible thing is what God wanted for me. That is not being aligned with God. What I want you to do instead is look deep within whatever has appeared and find something within it that you can be sincerely grateful for. Oh, I've learned how to stay centered even in the midst of turmoil. Would be a way that you can take a challenging situation and find something that you can be sincerely grateful for. Be grateful for all that you have, even if it appears that things are being taken away. Focus back on what it is that you do have. Don't get attached to that which is disappearing. Instead, get recentered and regrounded and reconfirm your gratitude for that which you do have. And it can be both the material and the energetic. There's nothing wrong with having material possessions as long as those material possessions don't own you. If you're having the conversation, well, I'm only as incredible as my outfit of the day, or my home defines me. You are allowing a material possession to be you. It has to be the other way around. I have chosen this home because it speaks to my heart, is very different from my home defines me. Or I choose to dress this way because it uplifts me, or I feel joyful when I look at myself in the mirror. It's your choice, the other way around. So be grateful for all that you have in the material. That's fine, as long as it's not become an ownership issue. But spend your gratitude dollars freely in the spiritual. Be so delighted that you can align with God, that you can find love in action and you can connect to that love. That's what will bring you true power. The other pillar is forgiveness. What you feel about someone and something must pass through your energetic body. This means that if you are holding on to anger, blame, or even shame, you are hurting first yourself. That unforgiveness that you're feeling, that anger, that hatred, that hurt, may or may not ever catch up with the other person. But I guarantee you that you will have damaged your spiritual body. Hatred, anger, fear, resentment, jealousy are first experienced by you. Then, as I said, they may or may not reach their intended target. You are the first recipient of the energy that you're generating. Love yourself so much that the only thing that comes from you is love, joy, peace. Stay in those higher vibrational registers. Be the love that you want to see in the world. And you will bring to yourself a feeling of well-being, and then you will attract to yourself wonderful ways to more love, more joy, more well-being, more people who love you for who you are, more circumstances that will feel loving to you. But do remember that forgiveness is not acceptance. We do not say when we forgive someone who may have abused us in some way, shape, or form, "Oh, do it again. I'm certainly okay with your treatment of me." That is not what forgiveness is saying. Forgiveness says, I choose to look at what was done and bear no grudge. I choose to let go of that pain. You are releasing yourself from all energetic ties with the other person or situation. Not because you agree with it, but because you understand that if you hold on to the pain, you will be calling for more pain, because law of attraction can only attract to you that which is in your energetic field already. I want you to have the best life you can possibly experience. So forgiveness has to be one of the pillars in your life. So we've got unconditional love, gratitude, and forgiveness. Unconditional love allows you to be secure amidst worldly turmoil. Life is purposely filled with adventure and challenge. If we wanted things to stay the same, if we wanted status quo, if we wanted instant manifestation, we could stay in the energetic. We chose life. We chose challenge. But we have the gift of unconditional love, which can limit the frustration by giving you that solid purchase, that wonderful foundation. The goal in every lifetime is to grow your awareness of and relationship with God. To become one with God is every being's most fervent desire. Whether you acknowledge the presence of God or not, your desire going into this lifetime was to grow closer, to grow in understanding. If you choose to take a detour, good for you. You're still learning. Letting go of the past, disciplining your thoughts, your word, and your deed are paramount for your success in any life. Venture forward, further into the heart, and heal the hurt that you've stored there. When you heal your heart, it is absolutely transformative. But you always have to proceed at the pace that feels best to you. If someone is pushing you to do more, that may be a wonderful thing. We want to progress. We want to move forward. But if you're feeling really, really stressed by that, first examine why. Why are you feeling reluctant to move forward? And if it's just because you haven't quite mastered the principles, slow down, take your time, get a solid foundation, and then go at the pace that feels good to you. But don't be afraid to ask yourself to move further. Think of it like an exercise program. Let's say you say, I'm going to become physically fit. This is my new goal. And you allowed yourself to get really out of shape. So in the beginning, you can only, let's say, walk for 5 minutes or do 5 reps with the lightest weight. But you're really consistent with this exercise program. Well, in a month, if you are still only able to walk 5 minutes, or you're only willing to walk 5 minutes, that's a better way to phrase that, you would be holding yourself back. You would be purposely keeping yourself small. Because surely, with a month of regular exercise, you should be able to walk much longer than 5 minutes. So you need to examine in your spiritual life, are you purposely limiting your involvement with the principles of the high vibration? Are you trying to play baby when you need to be a mature adult? Only you can really answer that in the affirmative or the negative. You know. So examine the why. Instead of glossing over the pain, find out why, when, and how. Or if you're holding yourself back, why are you doing that? Allow loving kindness to wash away the pain. We never approach the heart with an iron fist. It's safe to step out of the shadows. There is no divine being waiting with a sledgehammer trying to hammer you over the head with the truth. That's just not the way the spiritual world works. And anyone who tells you that's true is not well informed. And they are not someone that you need to spend a lot of time listening to. Permanent separation from the divine isn't possible. But if you chose to go far from your divine roots, you're always going to be welcomed back. Know that the darkness has value. It helped you crave the light. So don't spend any time in regretting, oh my gosh, if I had only stepped onto the spiritual path earlier, I would be so much further ahead. No, you probably would not, because you can leap forward in a moment of joy and acceptance faster than you could in a lifetime of begrudging service. If you are studying the spiritual world and you don't want to, you're going to make sure your progress is slow and labored. If you are studying the spiritual path and you are delighted about it, you will leap forward. When you allow everything to be of value, when you judge nothing, and when you find beauty and perfection in each part of your life, and and you get excited about all that you encounter, you're going to achieve a certain kind of certainty. Things are just going to feel more solid, more real. It will feel as though you can trust your life and your decisions more clearly. You'll enter fully into the kingdom that has no beginning and no end, and you will know the peace of God. This is not some silly mumbo-jumbo. It is an absolute reality. When you allow yourself to fully enter into that oneness and to alignment, there is nothing better. There is nothing more powerful, because then you're able to express that unconditional love to yourself 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you have the incredible joy of being able to share that with others. When you allow yourself to fill with unconditional love, you will become a fountain and you will begin overflowing. Everyone around you will feel as though they are blanketed in this love. You won't have to force it on anybody, and they can refuse it. But those who accept will feel loved, blanketed, just as though they've been enveloped in a hug. When you accept without condition. When you just say yes, it allows you to explore your world with confidence and security. And when you begin offering that to others, they too get to explore their world with confidence. That's why it is so important, if you feel lost and alone at this time, that you really give consideration to coaching. I offer a complimentary consultation. It will not cost you anything to find out if it's for your highest good to work with me. Simply go on my website, Marcia Martin, the Heart Healer, click on coaching, and you will be offered a complimentary consultation. Or join the community, Heal Our Healing Hearts community. This is a robust way for you to get friendship, support, love, and have your questions answered for a really low fee, a low monthly fee. Obviously, the more that you want support, the more that it's going to cost you to participate. But everyone can join and receive healing on a weekly basis. Engage with me on a weekly basis and engage with others on a daily basis for a low, low fee. It is so worth it to be surrounded by a community of loving hearts, and that's just what we've created. And I want everyone to experience what it's like to be loved. Let's look at the difference between a loved child and an abused child, because we are all loved by God, but not all of us experience love from the family unit that we've chosen to be part of. It doesn't mean that our caretakers, our parents, our biological creators are deliberately doing this or are mean or evil people. It simply means that they are not able to share love at this time. But if we looked at a child who's loved and go to like a 2-year-old, maybe 2 to 3, the loved child will not listen very well. They will be extremely curious, probably very vocal. They will be probably very loud and able to run from thing to thing to thing to thing, and they'll explore to their heart's content. They will feel so secure that they will be able to yell loud if they want to be extremely quiet if they want to poke their fingers into anything, and not to feel that they need to cling to their parent, whomever, or their caretaker, whomever it may be, but they are capable of moving out into the light and know that whoever is with them will prevent them from coming to hurt or harm. Now let's compare that with the abused child. The abused child may choose to be loud. That's a possibility. But usually, if a child is abused, they try not to make any waves. They try not to be seen. They don't want anyone pointing them out. Because when attention is called to them, it's usually going to end in some sort of uncomfortable physical altercation. The loved child, when you call their name, perks up, lights up, and wants to put on a little show. The abused child may withdraw, slink within themselves, try to become smaller. They don't feel certain They don't feel loved. They don't feel that they can explore their world with any kind of confidence that the adults that are around them will keep them from harm. They're more likely to feel that they are going to be harmed. If you are feeling like the abused child, take this time to join the community. It's time for you to be loved for who you are. It's time for you to be around others who want you to succeed, who are not worried that you may get ahead of them for some reason, and who do not want to call you out if you make a mistake or ask a question. I want you to practice being a loved child instead of a frightened, timid, abused child. No matter what your past has been like, it's time for you to step into the place of unconditional love. Let go of that pain. It will never serve you. You may have had unloving parents. I'm sorry. But that doesn't need to define who you are today or how you move forward. No matter what kind of relationships you've experienced here on the physical plane, you were always loved by the only love that is eternal and everlasting. Unconditional love is a foundation of unshakable strength and power. You want to connect daily with your Creator from your heart center and take advantage of that unconditional love that the Creator holds for you. There's nothing that you can do, no action that you can participate in that will make it possible for the divine to no longer love you. If you feel that you can't do this on your own, again, go to my website, marciamartinthehearthealer.com. Join the community. You will immediately be surrounded by unconditional love. If that's not enough, if you need even more, schedule your consultation. I want you to feel loved. That means you're going to be loved perhaps for the first time without any kind of condition, no judgment. No, you have to do this in order to receive that. No. You just have to be. You do have to accept. You do have to be open to receiving because you have free will. But that's all you have to do. Everything else will be given to you just because you're you. Just because you are a beautiful being. So let's right now take a moment to align all of ourselves with the power of unconditional love. Close your eyes. Take a couple of deep heart breaths. That means you breathe in through the nose and allow that breath to go immediately to that midbrain area, that psychic center that is your mind connection point with God. And now let that breath travel down the rainbow chute of the chakras and arrive at your heart. And as you exhale, you are breathing or exhaling from the back of the heart forward and you are saying to those unpleasant experiences, negative thinking, and those limiting beliefs, and to that trauma, you are saying, I release you. I no longer need you in my life. So taking a couple of heart breaths, allow your body to relax. Relax the lower half of your body, your feet, calves, thighs. Breathe in love and acceptance and just let go of pain. Relax the torso, the hips, lower back, mid-back, upper back, abdomen, heart, chest area. Breathing in love and acceptance and just letting go of trauma, abuse. Relax the shoulder blades, the neck, the head, scalp, facial area. Just allow it to relax as you breathe in love and acceptance. Let go of negative thinking. Begin training your mind to hang on to and to generate only positive thoughts. You are loved. You are welcomed by the divine. You are precious in their sight. You are valuable and worthy. And now take a deep, cleansing heart breath, the deepest breath you can manage. Breathe in love and acceptance. Let go of anything that does not serve your highest good. And now I want you to place your attention on your higher self point. It's 10 to 12 inches above your head. I want you to imagine that there is a divine presence standing there. It is the presence of Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Saint Germain. They come bearing gifts. They bring the gift of alignment and transformation. Allow their combined energetic stream to move in through your higher self point, down through the crown, into that midbrain area. And now it moves forward into your third eye, back to the psychic center and into the throat chakra, the thymus located midway between the throat and the heart, and into the heart where it will expand. Now down to that solar plexus, and now the sacrum, and finally the root, and let it extend down through the pranic tube into the heart of Mother Earth, so that you are grounded and rooted in the strength and the power of the earth. Mother Earth shares with you the ability to regenerate, renew, and restore as you share with her the transformational energy of Archangel Michael, Saint Germain, and Archangel Raphael. Extend her the healing love and the power that is surging forth from you at this time, through you and from you. And now bring this combined energetic stream up and bless the earth and everything in it and on it. And now I want you to place your focus on the energetic heart center, on the expansive energy that is the energy of the heart. Here you will meet the Christ energy, the energy that exemplifies unconditional love. Take this energy and move with it to greet the root chakra. Now you have a combined energetic stream of the Christ light energy, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Saint Germain. There is powerful transformational energy here. Allow the root chakra to open. This is your security center. Allow yourself to be grounded and rooted in security, in love. Allow the Christ light energy to open you fully to the love of the Almighty. And now move this combined stream of energy to the sacrum. This is your creative center. This is where you may receive ideas for new projects that will enhance your life or your work, that will add value to your life in some way. Allow the sacrum, the center of your creativity, to open now, to become fully aligned with the divine presence, and to be transformed by the power of the energy that you have brought with you through the Christ light, the light of Archangel Raphael, Michael, and Saint Germain. Move this combined stream of energy, this divine flow, into the solar plexus. This is your I Am center, the place from which you learn to radiate in all of your authentic power. This is the chakra of the self. Allow it to open and fill completely with the Christ light energy. Allow it to be transformed and align with the power of the divine. And now move this energetic stream to the heart center, and you will feel it expand, magnify, become even more than it was. Allow yourself to open fully to this unconditional loving energy. Feel the power surge through you. Feel your heart open to the magnificence of all that you are as it connects more fully with the divine. Allow the Christ light energy to expand to its fullness, and know that you are a child of God connected to the divine through your heart center. Feel the love pouring into you, and as you fill, allow it to overflow and pour forth on everyone around you. And now move this energy up to the thymus, This energy of unconditional love is now connecting you with everyone, everywhere. But it's connecting you with love. Jealousy, hatred, anger, resentment, they're not part of this. Love, joy, peace, well-being, that is all that you are experiencing. Move the energy to your throat chakra. This is your divine voice. You now are receiving the energy of unconditional love, that Christ light energy that places an anointing on you and your voice, that you may speak that which feels best to your heart, that you may pour forth words of love, joy, and peace to yourself and to all others, that you may anoint the world with love. As you move this energy now up to the third eye, that place where you generate clear seeing. See with the light of Christ. See with the energy of unconditional love. See the blamelessness that exists for you and all others as you see with the eyes of God. Align with the Holy Presence. Align with the Almighty. Open yourself. As you have opened each one of these chakras and become one with the divine. And now move this energy to the crown and allow yourself to be fully opened to the never-ending stream of unconditional love that it pours forth from God on to and into the world. Give permission for this stream of life energy to bless you in every moment of every day, and open this crown chakra, the authentic self, wide to experience even more of an alignment with the Creator. And now allow this energy to pass up through your higher self point and give it as a gift of gratitude to God. Thank you to the divine for loving us without condition, for sharing the Christ light energy with us, that we may know fulfillment on every level. Share this energy with all whom you come in contact with today, as the Creator pours their love onto you and into your energetic heart space, that you may be filled to overflowing with unconditional love. Drink in this love. Allow it to heal you on every level. And when you're ready, come on back. Open your eyes and know that you are loved. Until next Sunday, I'm sending you all my love.
You've been listening to another fabulous program on Angel Heart Radio. Our goal is to remind you of how much you matter in the world and to let you know that we appreciate who you are in the world. You can check out who's on, when we're on, and who our guests are at angelheartradio.com. Everything is there. It's all just one click away. Angel Heart Radio programs are powerful tools to help you in your life and your life experience. They are not intended, nor should they be used to replace your medical or legal advice. The views expressed by hosts, co-hosts, callers, guests, and associates should not be construed as advice from Angel Heart Radio.